Hello, we are back doing the GD thing again. Welcome to Nobody's Listening. It's live on Saturday night, Saturnalia. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. What's happening, you people? Hit us up in the comments. Tell us what to talk about, because
we have nothing to
God
say.
knows.
Kyle, tell us what to say.
We were sitting here talking about Joey learning Spanish more proficiently. You know, I was on Duolingo for a while. The thing about Duolingo is you spend like 2 years doing it every single day of your life, and then at the very end you can maybe read a sentence on a sign that says like no bikes, walking path in Spanish. Maybe you can accomplish that after 2 years of Duolingo. At least that was my experience with it, What's up? Someone saying hey in the comments. What's up? I don't want to say people's like
Why not?
handle, because I'm not gonna sit here on this podcast and be like, what's up, Orion Lenhart Desmet? Like I can't. I love you. Thanks for watching. I can't read out the names.
I'll do it.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
You don't like me doing it either.
No, because then next thing you know, we're one of these guys who's out here, like charging people to watch us play like League of Legends or some shit like that.
Yeah, I understand.
We can't get into that kind of streamer gamer energy.
Where we're just literally thanking people the whole time. Well,
yeah, more or less.
It's
like, hey, thank you for donating to the Patreon so we can continue to pay for this one bedroom in Pompano Beach, Florida. Thank you. Someone in the comments asking about this kamikaze driver in D.C. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened with that.
What happened with that?
Dude, you don't...
Is there some Asian hate or what?
No, dude, you don't know?
What? I ain't got the news. I ain't got a newspaper.
Some guy went nuts and like drove his car into the Capitol and like killed a cop, and then he got blasted. Probably instantly.
I think had he done that in June, he would have been a hero.
He would, right? Not no more. Not now. Now they just let Joe Biden's dogs loose and they go tear a man to shreds in front of children looking at the White House.
Did that happen?
You don't know anything that's going on. This is more so stupid, but there have been stories lately about Joe Biden's dogs. I guess they're like these big German shepherds, and they just keep biting people and shitting in the White House. Like they've been removed from the White House. I'm like,
I hate dogs. I would say
I hate male. I'm starting to hate male dogs because I take my beautiful, sweet little lab to the dog park and she gets molested constantly. But that's neither here nor there.
Should you, if your dog rapes another dog, should you be held accountable?
Yeah, I think you should be blasted online.
It's just a regular ass rape charge.
I'm going after people's jobs. I see their license plate or I follow them home. I'm like, I'm gonna get this. You wanna fuck with me? You want your dog? You want your unneutered pit to run up on me? Fuck no, dude. Joey's too focused on his amazing skin. Yeah, right. My skin is so much better than Joey's.
It's hey, don't just
hey,
say
dude, you have a better body.
It's true.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, but the thing
I'm
is,
just wrapped a little bit better.
I have a
dude.
rebuttal on this. You can't say that shit to me because my skin is my skin. Your body can change. My skin.
Yeah, well, you can do more skincare routines too.
Yeah, but I can't go back to your skin.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
That's true. That is a good point.
So it hurts. It hurts more.
No, that's fair. I get it.
I'm content with my acne scars and damaged forehead. I had a hell of a sunburn one time. I reffed a soccer game and I played in 2 soccer games. I was literally outside all day.
White boy summer right here, dude.
Was that some Chad?
I mean, that couldn't be any more of a Chad thing than to ref 1 game of soccer than play 2.
Yeah. I mean, I was bleeding. I was bleeding from the forehead. I couldn't move. I was like Botoxed
Were
out.
you listening to the Used in your car on the way to urgent care?
It was absolutely during a time when the
you were
Taste
listening.
of Ink was
a
hot song.
Yeah.
Do we have any Used fans? I
don't know. I don't know if anybody likes the Used anymore. Are they still touring? Have they made one of those stupid COVID quarantine, videos where they're all playing their instrument in their house?
I think so. They did.
Those videos are fun because you start to see how poor a lot of your favorite bands are. Now they're like, guys, just because you see us on spot. Listen, I'm in Long Beach. Some guys like, I'm in Long Beach right now. This is studio. What do you want me to say? We're making the Goldfinger, music video, the quarantine music video. People apparently in the comments do like the Used, so I also liked the Used briefly in 2006.
I have a Used poster in my home.
I wouldn't go that
You know-
far.
You know this, right?
I feel like you have a lot of posters. You have a lot of posters. Your
It's a
art
frame
lately is
poster.
pretty good. When I first met you, you had a lot of posters. And I was like, these are very specific interests of this guy.
That's what I had a girl over the other day, and she still clowns me for like having like posters of things that I like mildly enjoy. But I'm like, what else do I put on the wall?
Yeah, dude. But here's the thing: like, girls left
Love and
alone to
Death was
run
great.
their apartment will just like they'll have a poster
Pile
of
it.
just some hand holding like a piece of watermelon, and they're like, no, this is what it should be. And you're like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. No thanks.
Yes, you got that at IKEA.
I'm putting my Seinfeld Kramer poster back up.
That's
okay?
what's up.
That I
'Cause
got on
you're
Amazon.
like, this is relevant to my
These
interests.
are my
These-
interests.
Right.
Okay.
I got Marshawn Lynch on my wall. I don't even really like. I don't even like football. I just like Marshawn.
Well, you have like a Marshall Lynch fathead.
Have
you-
you been to my home? You've
I
seen
haven't
my
seen-
Marshawn Lynch poster.
I didn't see a Marshall Lynch
It's a framed
poster.
picture of Marshawn Lynch. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are we both coming through here? Are both our mics working? I'm just making sure.
Everyone
be
laughs and
awesome?
we're like, oh, I guess they can't hear.
We're
us.
new to the we're new to streaming, so I'm just trying to make sure that we're.
I'm gonna listen to In Love and Death later.
You should.
I'm that. What
You
album
should
were you into?
pull it out on your phone. Make sure the episode's working.
Oh, why did we lose
I'm
it?
just the volume log. Okay, someone said it's fine.
All right, we're back.
I just
don't know
I
my
noticed
phone
the
is.
volume thing looked differently. What a stupid segue.
We're
Anyway.
hiring.
Yeah, yeah. Who are we hiring?
What if we could we give?
We need a groundskeeper. That's who we need. Someone to just kind of.
What do
Or
we?
no,
need?
we need like a handyman. Someone we can hire just come here every now and then and like fix stuff or.
An intern.
Yeah. Oh, there you go, an intern. Then we don't have to pay and.
Were you ever a bitch ass intern? Didn't get paid?
Yeah, I was a bitch ass intern. I didn't get paid. I worked at this stupid recording studio in Cincinnati, and they did all this kind of, a lot of weird. Here's the thing, dude. I was trying to work as like a recording producer or whatever. The only people who can actually afford that shit nowadays are Christian rock bands. So if you can stomach that, if you can stomach tracking some Christian rock daily, you can maybe have a comfortable of $85K a year in a market like that.
Not bad.
In a market like that, yeah, but then your whole life is just, people singing vague. Every Christian rock song is like the lyrics are so vague. It's just like it's just like keyword after keyword. It's just like your love and like your light and
Holy.
our gift. You give me strength. People say I don't care about your environment, Joey. What now? I don't even know what that means.
You do.
What do you mean? You're new.
Yeah, no, Zach helped me move.
Yeah, I know.
He did.
I put him in his new place, dude.
I'm-
You got a good spot. I
I'm
like
gonna call
it.
out Jillian. Yeah, the Zach he does.
I
He
put
hooked-
in some blood, sweat, and tears. No,
and
zero.
I basically I bought a meal for him, and I basically paid him $3.22 an hour.
Mhm.
So
And I was happy to take it. I was happy for the opportunity.
he
know?
he didn't do it for me. He did it because it was a job.
It was a good. I wanted it on my resume.
Yeah.
It's, more so. No, I like your new place. It's a little bit of a sleepy neighborhood.
It's sleepy. It's
What's
chill.
the vibe been like in your first week? What's the citizen alert, ratio?
a lot of missing girls,
Okay, well, hot start.
house fires, and missing girls. The thing
Let's. Yeah,
missing 17. They're missing 17-year-old boy today.
dude. Yeah.
We can talk about Sigourney Weaver too.
What is
Or
there
we
to
can
talk
go
about?
with
You know that
missing
it's not
girls.
even her real name.
What is her name?
Oh, dude, it's like Jane Thomas or some shit like that.
Really?
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Sigourney Weaver. I mean, she's still for a white woman
Yeah.
to be. What is she like? 50?
The weave don't deceive. I was trying to think of like an alternate to Black Don't Crack, but she's
You're gonna try to pull
a
that
privileged
right out of your
white.
ass?
She's a privileged white woman in her 70s, so I couldn't really pull it out that quick.
Susan.
Susan.
She's a Susan.
Yeah, Susan. So she made up Sigourney, which is like what is that? I feel like this was some kind of part of 70s late 70s New Hollywood, where all of a sudden everyone was just kind of like vaguely supporting the Native peoples community. Like there was that big thing where Marlon Brando didn't show
didn't
up.
accept it?
He didn't accept for. Was it Apocalypse Now? No, I think it was The Godfather. He didn't accept for The Godfather because the Dolby Theater is on Indian ground. Now, what would he? Poor Marlon Brando, if he saw the Dolby Theater now, you go see, a Deadpool lookalike pull his penis out and piss on a park bench. That's what you can see.
Which is actually embracing the Navajo heritage.
Yeah. No, that would be culturally appropriate, actually. Sigourney is from the Great Gatsby novel. That also checks out.
There you
Honestly, I know, and
You're the well-read one of the team.
I know
you got to be on that.
I know that Sigourney Weaver, her parents were like very rich people in the New York City, I think, arts and also business community. I'm not saying she's great. Listen, Alien, come on, she's top notch. Dude, I was driving around Hollywood today. Can I just describe to you a guy I saw? Can I just describe this person?
Sure.
Okay, first of all, I'll instantly tell you, just imagine white guy in his 50s leading like the church trip to Hollywood, like the church vacation to Hollywood, or like
Super
the
dork? Or what kind of church?
Super dork.
Okay.
Super dork. He had a teal T-shirt that had like a bunch of Doge coins, and it had a Shiba Inu on it, and it said "Doge to the moon." And this guy was in his 50s. He's like, "All right, everyone, cross the street. I don't know what's going on here."
His children?
No, like some children, but like just like it was clearly a church group.
Youth group.
Yeah, but like there were adults there too.
Oh, weird.
Just random people.
I
I just saw this guy in his 50s with his Dogecoin to the moon shirt, and I was just like, Reddit has become too popular. Like, too many people.
You think that's what it is?
I'm worried. I saw my dad for a second. I was like, God, what random interest is my dad going to find out about on the internet and then join that subculture of weirdness? Like, I don't.
My dad's in a subculture.
What is it?
Here's the thing. My dad was listening to podcasts before me. Like, regularly listening to podcasts before me. And you know what? Guess what podcast got my dad in?
King of the Sting.
Guess again. Actually, you'll never get it.
What is it?
Glenn Beck.
Oh, dude. Well, shit. Talk about a trailblazer. Glenn Beck getting a bunch of old racists into the podcast world. He was the first one to bring hate to the podcasting community.
John was here for it, dude.
Someone asked if we like Truly seltzers. I actually made fun of someone for drinking a Truly seltzer the other day, so I can't claim that I do. I feel bad.
You know what? I used to make fun of him. 2 nights ago, I had a lime Truly seltzer.
Was it good?
Best lime.
Right. It's the best of the
Best
limes?
lime, yeah.
Yeah.
But the best seltzer, this is the best seltzer is something for your head.
What is that? You got to say something people can buy at Krog, dude. No one knows what the fuck that is, and they don't know where to find it.
You don't think
We're
so?
not going to rank the seltzers again because we've more or
All right,
less
yeah,
done
that's true,
this.
that's
We've
true.
more or less done this
Let's go.
through enough podcasts.
I got a question that's like, okay.
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver, Susan Sarandon.
What do you asked me to rank them?
I'm saying
Like March
saying
Madness?
Both got mad fuckability. Which is your favorite?
Which
one
probably
are you
Susan
going
Sarandon.
Susan Sarandon.
Probably.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's so hard for me.
Yeah.
I'd like to date them both, to be honest. You know?
Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah.
That could be a cool dynamic. Would you do that? Would you be some A-list female celeb could in her 60s?
We're monogamous?
Yeah. Yeah, you are. Like, you're in it, dude. You're in the house. You guys are running errands together. I mean, you're there more or less.
I'd try it out.
You would, yeah,
I'd
right?
give it a go. I'd give it a shot.
She
Yeah.
got probably 5 good years.
Yeah.
I don't know how old Sigourney is, but like hypothetically, if there was a scenario where you were lucky enough to be brought into her life, she'd probably get you a Tesla, dude.
I would no, but I'm not.
That would be really
I got
cool.
my own money. I don't need her money. I want to see what it's like to be with her. You know,
Yeah, hang out on the daily.
listen to her bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it's annoying. I bet it's weird. I
No, I
bet
bet
it's
I'm
like
into
hanging
it.
out with your Aunt Kathy.
You think so?
I bet it is.
Oh, don't tell me that, dude. I want her
I bet
to
it
be,
is. I
want
bet
us to
she's
have,
watching
like, a
CNN a
torrid
lot.
affair.
I bet she's watching CNN a lot.
Come on, don't break my heart.
I'm telling you, I'm calling it how it is. I still have not tried Travis Scott seltzer. Someone
I have
asked.
not. You know what? There's too
I
much.
got. There's
Go
too,
ahead.
I can't. Yeah, dude. There's so many. I literally pulled out like I got this like $1 tall boy beer. Ralph sells like $2 tall boys.
You got a
Like you're at a yeah, dude. This
$1?
was like $1.50.
super sale.
Yeah, because
Is
I
it
don't want a
expired?
6-pack. No, I don't.
Was it on
beer.
sale?
I don't fuck.
seems
I mean,
cheap.
it's just shitty beer. I don't know. It's not.
Yeah, but it's not like Bud Light. It's Lagunitas. You know, you're not drinking Stoop beer. You're not drinking
No,
Bud
dude,
Ice.
I'm basically at like
That's
a
a good-ass
Dodgers
beer.
game right now.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
Speaking
like
of,
$38
God,
at a Dodgers
Are we gonna go to a Dodgers game once once it's no longer a COVID vaccination and testing site?
I'll go.
What do you mean you'll go? You'll obviously go because it's
I've only
fucking.
been to one Dodgers game.
Dude,
Not a-
we're gonna go to a Dodgers game and have a good ass time. We'll go when like the
Yeah.
Reds come to town or something, and it'll be sick. Or we'll get like a good matchup late in the
I would love
season.
that. I would really. Yeah, I'm down.
I
hate
yeah.
baseball, but I'd like to go.
I kind of want to low key get on to being a Dodgers fan this year. Low key, I'm still
Okay.
like a Reds boy, like through and through. But like, I need a team
I'm
in
not
the
gonna
city I
G-check
live
you,
in.
dude. You can. I'm not gonna.
Nope. Well, they did win the World Series last year, and hey, I was kind of on the train then too, so I'll count it. You know. Someone asked what we think of Come Town, dude. I mean, it's obviously good.
Oh
That's-
yeah,
I mean,
I mean
that's
it's
the
like
best. That's-
yeah.
I mean, it's at this point I can't listen. I personally can't. I mean, this is so shitty of me to say
What?
on my podcast with no plays, but like I can't. I personally am like
Go off,
I'm
King.
out. I'm out on like Two Bears One Cave. I'm out on
Oh yeah,
Your
let's do
Mom's
this.
House. Like at least for now, I'll bounce back. But like for now, it's getting a little too. It's getting a little ridiculous. It's like it's getting to the point where I can't make fun of my girlfriend for watching The Real Housewives if I watch these like male-centric comedy podcasts.
I
I once I kind of came to that realization, I was like, oh, this is a thing now.
Come Town rules.
Come Town's in its own.
You know what? Okay.
There's nothing else. Like Come Town's in its own zone, dude.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
really
yeah.
no podcast that's funnier than it, and there's no podcast like it.
Yeah, Kyle
know.
can't do Christina anymore. Yeah, no, that's the thing, and I've like, here's how big of a fucking dork I am. So they did that swap count.
I still like. Listen, I'm not a fucking poser. Like I still love all these people, but
I
like
still do.
I
yeah.
can't commit week to week. Like I was a weekly Your Mom's House listener for a long ass time.
Yeah, me too.
Same with like Rogan. Now I can't,
dude.
I can't dip into that shit and listen to some guy who climbed Mount Everest. Like,
I can't.
yeah.
Like, the only dude I was watching most awkward clips of Rogan.
Yeah. People like, hey babe. I haven't listened to it, but
What's
check it
Hey
out.
Babe?
Yeah, someone will have to fill you in. I
I don't know. What is it?
I don't really.
Do you know?
No, I don't. It sounds familiar, and someone's gonna say it, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I knew what that was." But off the top of my head, I'm like, "Oh, I know that name, but I haven't heard it." So
I'm
no,
curious.
I can't. Now we're talking about other podcasts.
I
dude.
know.
Instead of the guy with the Dogecoin to the moon shirt that I saw in Hollywood.
we
today.
need more about it, man. We got to get to know this
I
guy.
honestly,
give me
he
some
kind of
details,
no, dude. He came in and out of my life like a thunderstorm during summer, dude. Like
you should
he-
have followed him. What else did you have going on?
Nothing, dude. I mean,
I'm so
I was
strange.
I was trying to go to the new Amoeba.
There's a new
Yeah.
Amoeba?
Well, like the old Amoeba closed,
Right.
And they had plans to reopen
Record
a new
store.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a record store, and the first one's actually in Berkeley, and then it was San Francisco, and then Hollywood. But nonetheless, California record store, and they closed the Hollywood location. And they were going to reopen it after the demic, and then so they just recently did. And dude, the line is fucking 5 blocks long. These people are out here baking in the sun to go buy a fucking $40 repress of Radiohead's OK Computer. Like, come on,
I love
dude.
how you describe yourself in the third person. You're like, people are doing this.
I
and
didn't
it's
go.
you.
I didn't go.
Oh, you didn't?
No, that's what I'm saying. Come on, don't. Why are we waiting 5 blocks, dude? It's Hollywood and Argyle, and I turned right on Argyle and go. It was basically to Sunset.
What else are you going to do? What else you got going
No,
on?
dude, I'm not. I can't with dude. I can't with lines anymore. I'm like, I don't know what happened with me, but I can't do it anymore. I'm very rarely waiting in line. Someone mentioned, "Hey Babe" is Sal Vulcano and Chris Stefano.
Oh yeah, I can't do those guys. I mean, they're funny, but I mean, there's too many.
It seems
podcasts.
like there's a lot. I mean,
I cannot believe.
I can't believe people listen to
But
ours sometimes.
it's-
If I'm like, God, how many Chrissy Chaos podcasts are there? And
But
people,
at the same time, it's like these are like you are my friends now.
yeah, that
It's
fourth wall
funny.
is the fourth
If
wall being
people are like,
crossed,
who
you're
do you
like,
hang out with? I would say like, oh, Jillian,
is,
Kyle, Christian.
We should just start making this like a
Orion.
live stream of basically treat it like a church youth broadcast, you know? People who can't decide what they want online at Chipotle can take a freaking hike. I don't know where that came
Ooh,
from.
Yeah, you gotta
but-
come in lines because you gotta take because Chipotle always has a line. And
Oh, dude, here's the worst. Here's the worst is you'll be waiting in line at Chipotle, and then someone in front of you is like, they pull out their phone as they order, like, okay, hold on.
Oh, the multiple.
So
order.
we're gonna do 4 bowls. The first one, and then they start delineating like per bowl. They're like the chicken on that one. Well, chicken on the 4th one too, and you're like, dude, I can't hit it with them.
I know.
I almost want to go
I
behind.
know.
I'm like, guys, can you let me on the line for? I know what I want. It's like,
Yeah, self-serve.
they need to make it self-serve, dude.
It is tragic when someone does come up. It should be like if you cannot order for multiple people. They got to be present to order, or order online. But don't come in here and being like, I think he wants chicken. Wait, is it the green sauce or the red? Let me text.
Dude,
him.
here it is. If you got more than 2 items in your order, you gotta order it online. Stop fucking around. You can order one for your spouse, your
Yeah.
partner. They get a pass. You're allowed 2. Okay.
I
If
say
you're
no spouse.
No,
Fuck
shut
your
up.
spouse.
Shut
Bring 'em
up.
in. Get 'em
no,
in the car.
come on. You're dealing with 2 things there. It's like dealing with
No.
a left, joystick, right joystick. Like, come on. You can handle
where
2.
Does it end, Zach? Where does
It
it end?
ends at 3.
Oh,
It
I have
ends at
2
3.
wives. I'm in a polyamorous
Okay, well,
relationship.
yeah, if the sister
and they
wives
both
guy
want
from Discovery
cauliflower
Channel's at
rice.
Chipotle who's trying to get 7, chicken bowls for his 7 unhappy wives. Yeah, sure, But no, if you got 3 items plus, go on the app, dude. There's no excuses anymore. They've had an app for like 10 years now.
Well, okay.
You're out of options, okay?
I want
You
people to
can't-
weigh in on the spousal issue, though.
You can't listen to Bret Michaels radio on Pandora with ads on your iPhone and then also be like, oh, I can't use the Chipotle app. You can't. I won't allow it. And can I tell you about the craziest Chipotle trip ever?
You may.
This is the craziest trip I've ever taken to Chipotle. I was actually, this is a mistake, eating Chipotle before I was hosting a show at Go Bananas, like a Saturday night show. I was going to eat
Comedy
Chipotle.
Club in Cincinnati,
I was
Ohio.
going to eat Chipotle alone before hosting 2 shows on a Saturday night. So I go to this Chipotle, and the line is insane. I wait because you're like, well, I want Chipotle and nothing else will do, even if the line's insane. I've decided that I
Yeah.
want this, and
You've
there-
mentally prepared for
I
Chipotle.
can't switch. So I go there. I'm waiting in line forever. Finally, I start to get forward to the front. NFL quarterback Andy Dalton comes in.
Get out. You're
And-
a big-ass name dropper. You
I haven't.
know that.
No. Hear me out, because I haven't even gotten to the interesting part of the story yet.
All right.
I wait for 20 minutes. NFL Cincinnati Bengals at the time quarterback Andy Dalton comes in, gets a pickup order because he's smart. He's Andy Dalton. Okay, he takes a couple pictures. People are smiling, whatever. Anyway, after waiting 25 minutes, the girl in front of me is ordering, and she goes up to the counter, and I swear to God, she's like, "Hey, yeah, so I'm just gonna do corn," and they were like, "Oh, okay, so like what kind of rice?" She's like, "No, I just need the corn." And I'm like, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, we've together now, me and you, have been waiting in this line for probably 25 minutes. We've also seen an NFL quarterback come and go. Many interesting things have happened here. And this whole time, you've waited to fill your bowl with the corn. And my dude, that's exactly what she did. She skipped all the shit, went down to the little sauce section, and she said, I just want corn. And he was like, how much? And she said, I don't know. How much can you give me? And then 3 of them, all the Chipotle employees are like, I don't know, do we just charge like side of salsa 8 times or whatever? And then they're like, I guess so. So anyway, she says, okay, just fill it. Just fill it. They fill up the bowl. Like it's rounded at the top with corn.
Just a bowl of corn.
And she gets to the end and the guy's like, I don't know how many I'm supposed to put here. And she's like, the customer is like, 8? And he's like, okay, I guess.
8 seems right.
And then he charged it for 8. And I'm like, and then I'm at this point, I'm like, okay, so this girl basically just wanted salsa for her party, right? She's going home and just wanted a big ass amount of salsa for chips or something. Not quite, because the woman takes the bowl of corn, sits at a table, and starts eating the corn with a spoon.
Respect.
It's just eating a bowl of corn with a spoon. And, truly, this woman probably has more balls than Kamala Harris. This woman could be president, for sure. I've never witnessed such an insane power move in my entire life. She probably didn't even give a fuck about Andy Dalton.
No one gave a fuck about Andy Dalton.
I did. I thought it was
Here's
cool.
the thing. The thing is, like, it's also the first time she did that. Because it wasn't like, well, usually they do this. She's like, I've never done this before, but I'm just
She's like,
feeling...
I go to the branch on the other side of town, and they
Yeah.
they usually do 9, so thank you for charging me.
Do you guys get the corn?
I never get the corn, dude.
I'm not interested
I don't
in
fuck
the
with
corn.
raw onions, so all their items with raw onions, I can't.
Oh, really?
I
Well,
hate...
so you're not a pico de gallo, boy.
No, not there. It's too much. Like, listen, I'm not gonna like not eat it if some pico's on there, but like, I don't want raw onions in my shit, dude.
You
It's
saute
too
an onion,
strong.
you're on board.
Oh, dude, I saute onions all the time.
Wow.
Dude. You know?
Joel.
Someone's in here. No, she's done that before. She fanatic. Yeah, she probably has done that before. Corn woman. You know? I don't know what.
But
you
the
know?
thing is, yeah, I guess she was like 8, which is like, she basically
No,
started...
she was in college girl.
No, what I'm saying is she lowballed the charge. She was like, I'd say about 8. When in reality, bitch had like 19 orders of corn in there. You
Yeah.
know? Not that she was a bitch, but like,
I don't know.
that's just how I speak.
Dude, now that Chipotle's got cauliflower rice, you catch me in there like 2 days a week.
I hate Chipotle's boring.
It is kind of boring, but dude, if you're just trying so hard not to eat a potato, so that maybe you feel better for minimum 3 days, you're like, okay, I'll get the cauliflower rice at Chipotle.
Oh yeah, it's a
solid
guilt
option,
thing, yeah.
you know. I don't know. People are talking about Freebirds burrito. I don't know what the fuck that is. Someone's
I
gonna
think it's
have
in Colorado. I think it's a thing. Yeah, I have not had it, but I hear people talk about it. Is it better than Chipotle? Because I just think Chipotle, it's like...
What is it? I don't know what.
It's a burrito spot. Freebirds. Yeah.
I'm open to new ones. Qdoba seemed like they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, I think. They were like, we got queso, and that worked for a little bit. And then Chipotle's like, no, we're making our own Sandy queso. And they're out of business. So they're done. Listen, someone in here is talking about the onions thing. I deal with this a lot. Everybody seems to have a fucking problem with it. Here's the thing.
We put onions on everything.
I know. I eat onions. I eat onions in chili. I'll put sauteed onions on a steak. I don't want a raw onion. And it's not that it's even spicy. I don't even think that people are like, oh, is it too spicy? I'm like, shut your fucking mouth. No, it's not too spicy.
Oh, they
I
call you a
don't
bitch
want it.
ass for not liking
No,
a raw
I
onion?
love spicy shit, dude. I mean, load me up with hot sauce, dude. I got like 7 in there. I got Tapatio, I got Sriracha, I got some Frank's, I got Tabasco.
You don't gotta get defensive. We know you ain't no bitch.
I can't stand the taste of raw onions. It's so, and even if they've been on a plate, you ever be at like a barbecue or like a grill out?
This is true.
And somebody puts, like, there's a plate with the onions on it, and then somebody, maybe takes the onions off and puts meat on it. Or you can tell when your shit's been on a plate with onions on it. And God,
yeah,
man,
no, I'm that way with pickles. I get
it
it,
fucks
man.
me up, dude.
We all have our food that we just are completely repulsed by for no apparent reason.
What
Just
a
some
wholesome
childhood trauma.
What a wholesome podcast. Usually we're out here talking about, capital
Raw red.
punishment or, life on the streets. This week we're just talking about onions.
I like
and how
it. It's
fucking
nice.
terrible they are.
It's nice.
I think people who act like eating raw onions is a badge of honor. You can
No,
go
y'all
fuck
soldiers.
Yeah,
Kyle,
you
you
got-
a soldier eating a yellow onion. I'll eat it. I'll bite right into an onion. I'll eat it like a snack.
Dude, my psychopath grandma who lived through the Depression would eat onions like an apple sometimes.
Well, it's because she'd eat anything. She'd eat like
Yeah, she was just
salt
happy
on
to
her hand.
make it through the war, honestly.
That is, I had
It's a different kind.
a depression era grandpa,
Yeah, me too.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So that was a bad motherfucker. He just died too. But he was like those guys who like. I mean, there's not many of them left. The greatest generation, as our collective has called them.
Proclaimed greatest in.
More kinda, a little bit.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I was thinking about this the other day. If you really do think about it, like take your ideas of generations, right? The greatest generation really was like the last generation that it was hard to like live. It was hard. You had a hard life. You know what I mean? Like if you were born in the 30s or earlier, you probably had a hard life.
This from 3 weeks ago. You were talking about the woes of cyberbullying. It's the worst.
I'm saying it's getting progressively harder in different ways. I won't go back.
Oh, Jillian wants to do life on the streets. Also, yeah, I agree. Fuck plants.
Fuck plants.
No, okay, tomatoes. Someone mentioned tomatoes.
How dare you talk about my Bill Cosby chia pet that I have upstairs? How dare you?
Do you have a Bill Cosby chia pet
I have
that
three.
you made yourself?
Yeah, I made it. I sculpted it myself.
You're not a tomato guy, are you? You got the acid reflux, huh?
No, I eat a tomato. I don't like a tomato on a burger because I feel like that's just a waste of gooey, watery shit in the middle. I hate that.
I agree. I don't like it playing around in there.
Give me pickles and sauces in like one sheet of lettuce and we're good.
The best burger for me, when most places have it, they'll do like a blue cheese and like fried onion burger.
Yeah, you like a black and blue burger.
Black and blue burger.
Yeah.
I love it.
I too have eaten at a sports bar / comedy club. And the black and blue is where it's at. I feel like I'm clipping on the audio, but I'm going to let it go.
No, you're doing great.
So be it. The audio podcast will go up later.
Little bit okay, best. This is it, dude. This is what the podcast has become. What's the best burger spot? Best like burger chain?
Like nationwide?
Yeah, like what's your fave?
Cuz here let's not even like the LA Burger Game is pretty fucking top
like
notch.
chain.
So
we all want to play.
Once we okay, yeah. I mean, what do you want me to say? Like McDouble's legit.
Have you had this?
I've had
Cincinnati.
I've had Freddy's one time. It wasn't bad. It was pretty good. I thought Steak and Shake had good burgers. Like it was similar to
Freddy's
them.
is like Steak and Shake.
It's very similar to that.
Yeah.
Dude, real talk, here I'll power rank them for you.
Okay.
Like nationwide burgers.
All right.
Dude, number 1, low key, is gonna be like a Hardee's. It's gonna be like a Hardee's.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, for sure. And like McDonald's has a good McDouble. I went to a McDonald's in Long Beach last week and I had a McDouble for the first time in like maybe 6 months.
It's been a really long time for me. Wow.
It was so good. I mean, McDonald's is obviously okay. Well, no. Oh, dude. How fat can I be? I mean, truly, each week I ask myself, how fat can I be on this podcast? I mean, Five Guys is way up there. I think Shake Shack is trash. I don't know if people got Shake Shack. I think it's trash.
Okay.
I'm going to say Hardee's, and then I'm going to say...
I love that you put... This Hardee's is number 1?
I love Hardee's, dude. I think Hardee's has a good burger. And, like, probably, honestly, I'd put Rally's up there somewhere.
Wow.
And McDonald's. Here's the thing. Burger King sucks now. Burger King has lost its way. Once they introduced creepy real-life King... It's gone.
I think he's the only redeemable quality of the store.
No, they went way downhill after creepy real life King,
Yeah.
That's Mo doing laundry, don't worry.
Okay, cool.
It's not someone trying to break in and kill us.
Yeah, Wendy's is solid. You can get it everywhere. I like a square
patty. I do like Wendy's. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Wendy's
Baconator's
burger,
tight.
if the grease will soak entirely through the bun, and and also like their bun is kind of low key sweet. It's kind of got a sugariness to it that
Wendy's is legit, dude.
Yeah, the fries are great too.
You know, I was thinking about poor Burger King because they were OGs with the chicken sando. We were talking about this. The big long motherfucker.
Why is it a sub?
They had the 9 inch, the 9 to 10 inch. Who knows the girth? This chicken sandwich for the longest time, and now all of a sudden here in 2020, the chicken sandwich takes off, and they're left in dust. Like.
We've been doing
We
this.
had it. It's right. Look how long it is. Look, it's like 2 years. We made it super long for some reason. I don't know.
They also had okay, Kyle, I don't know if you remember this. Well, no, not in 2012.
Everyone in the comments is saying how much Burger King sucks, and like fact, dude, it's awful. Their fries suck. The chicken's subpar. The burgers are just weird. And their whole thing was flame broiled, and people are like, we don't even know what that means. So
They did do for a minute there. They did a croissant which was pretty good.
dude, I did fuck with a croissant witch breakfast sandwich every now and then.
Waffle sticks. And I got those. Great menu
dude,
items, man.
the waffle sticks were good. God, we're a fucking fast
Tender Crisp
food
was really good.
review podcast.
Tender Crisp was the chicken thing
We
was so
can't-
big.
I'm not sitting here. I will not talk about Burger King another second on this podcast.
I will. What else?
They
you
don't
got?
deserve it. They've fucked up.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
here's
go
the
to
deal.
something
In and
else.
Out. Here's the deal about In and Out. For me personally, there's only one close, and it's the Hollywood one, which is inaccessible. Like inaccessible, I should say. You can never get into it. I can never go there.
Are you trying to go drive through?
Either the
Really?
drive-through goes all the way up to Hollywood, I think. Anyway, In and Out, dude. Burger's good. It's cheap. Fries kind of suck, but they put all the shit on it, and then it's good. In and Out's legit, in my opinion. I enjoy In and Out. Like you got to go there, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna be in line for half an hour.
They're
Except
pretty
that
efficient.
I know they're efficient,
I
but
gotta
there's a
give it to 'em.
million people in line all the time, dude. Their fries are whack, but In and Out's where it's at. You know what sucks, dude? And this is we have to change topics because I can't be the fat guy
Ooh.
reviewing different burgers my whole life.
You want to hit on Sonic real quick?
Sonic is legit. I mean, what do you
Oh,
want me to say, dude?
really?
Sonic is legit. They got the sweet. Sonic is killing it in the drinks category. Like they got like cherry limeade. They got like fucking how many different syrups do you want? They're like, we have every syrup that's ever been invented. You can take whichever one you want.
Is that the
And
Sonic's accent?
That's the Sonic's act. Yeah, it's just like a guy who's very rich and wealthy. He's like, we have all of these syrups. Which one do you want? Cherry limeade?
He runs a Sonic's franchise just for fun.
Literally
For
just
recreation.
for sport.
That's I want to meet this man.
Sonic's legit. I like Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic.
Shake Shack sucks. It's not good. It's not good.
Shots fired.
It's crinkle cut fries that you could get at Kroger. It's the same goddamn ones. You know what I hate on a burger is the stupid floury like wavy lettuce. You know, like a lettuce that looks like a woman's dress from a Jane Austen novel. It's just
not
so
familiar.
wavy. If I have lettuce on a burger, give me like a couple slices
You want
of
a
some
sheet.
iceberg. I want a sheet. I
You
want a
just, like,
sheet of the
shredded
water.
lettuce. You're not
It's
into
basically
it.
just a sheet of water. You know what I mean? I want that. I don't want like this like thin. There's a million crinkles around it.
You don't like shredded lettuce?
No, it's not that. It's like one single leaf. You know what I'm talking
I don't know
about?
if I do.
God, we're so stupid, dude. We're literally so dumb. I can't even describe lettuce.
Do we
You know-
smoke weed?
I don't know what that kind of question that is, dude. We do a lot of different things, Any more homeless stories? Listen, dude,
Oh,
probably.
wow.
I kind of start blocking them out of my brain at this point. There's this one lady I've been encountering a
Oh,
lot down the
here we are.
hill, but
It's what the
she's
people
cool though.
wanted.
I mean, we're cool. I would give her a cigarette every now and then.
Well, they
But-
did. Well, in LA, they did clean out Echo Park.
Mm.
They basically went down and
Actually, yeah, big news. Actually,
Yeah.
in the hobo corner of the podcast, I listen. They cleared out Echo Park, which is it was a full on shanty town. I mean, there were tents everywhere. I was here. I was talking about it on the podcast months ago. You remember this? How I was saying like it's fucking crazy. It was crazy.
Mhm.
It's crazy, dude. Listen to how fascinating this is. I read on the news that LAPD, and listen, take their word for what you will, but they were saying that at Echo Park there was a situation where there had become a hierarchy of hobos where some at the top were taxing people and going to their tents and like taking things from them out of threat of violence, and it established there was a power dynamic established at Echo Park where someone was going around taxing people and like making laws and shit like that.
organized crime amongst the.
Yeah, I mean, one could say racketeering, more or less. But how do you charge someone with racketeering,
It's a lawless.
when their only
it's
possession is...
It's a lawless place. I say it's city of God. Let them do whatever they want.
I just thought that was crazy. I mean, I honestly, there were a lot of good people who were living at Echo Park, and they were truly just like, I'm allowed to stay here, so I'm gonna stay here. And then some fucking psychopaths. Similar thing happened in Portland over the summer. Do you remember? At like the DNZ, whatever they made.
Yeah.
You remember where they created
talking
like
about,
the Amsterdam, basically, where like there were no laws or gods or man. You know, they were doing a similar thing where someone got to the top and just started going around terrorizing people.
Absolute power corrupts absolutely, dude.
Yeah. So anyway, they cleared that shit out pretty quick. And then they were like, well, what do we do now? They put up fence around the park. So you can't go in the park. They were like, we're going to get all these hobos out of it, and then we're fencing it off. I heard they're going to drain the lake because, yeah, they probably should do that.
And it's all because people would rather stay in LA and live in Echo Park than move to Oklahoma.
They'd rather
Oklahoma's
get
got tons
pepper
of
sprayed in the
space.
face by a beefcake LAPD officer than go live one more day in Arkansas.
I love Oklahoma. I'd live in Oklahoma. I got relatives in Oklahoma. People are just I'm like, you can just go. You can rent a 1-bedroom apartment.
What's
in
Oklahoma? What's going on in Oklahoma, dude?
You can just go be a person there. They got like
I know,
Ponderosa Steakhouse.
I loved Ponderosa growing
That's
up, dude.
awesome.
I
It's
loved
great.
Ponderosa. I love any kind of buffet steak environment where I can just eat red meat forever.
Kyle, I like Oklahoma. I think it's awesome. I think
I
people are
don't.
afraid
I
they
don't
wanna leave
actually.
LA.
I'll
I'm like,
take
go
a
to
stand.
Oklahoma.
I'll take a stance. I like a lot of shitty states in America. I love New Jersey. People say New Jersey sucks. I think Alabama's cool in its own right. People think Alabama sucks. I love Florida. People think Florida sucks. Listen. I went to Oklahoma one time and it was just dead. It was like just dead grass and gray skies. And I was like, this is hard. This is harsh.
You
It felt
caught
like
it-
I was
you
in
caught it-
Russia, dude.
You caught it on a bad day.
I guess I did catch. I caught Oklahoma on a bad day. What are you gonna do? It wasn't ready for the dance, you know. Someone up here is in Seattle. Someone in the comments is here in Seattle. They say they cleared out the jungle under the highway, and the homeless people are 20, 30 miles away from downtown. Yeah, listen. There's no solution there, you know. At a certain point, they just start shipping them out. They put them on trains and tell them to go. That's what other cities do.
What's your?
I don't think that's right, but
How many steps? What's your path to destitution? Like, what's your fear of like?
what's in between me and that point?
Well, I
are you
think-
asking?
Yeah, I think we all definitely have a fear
like
of.
one bad car accident.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like a neck injury or something? Get
Sure.
your own pills?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Why not?
That's it?
My car, it's funny, you know, my car sucks so much that, like, if hypothetically someone were to crash into it, it would either be the best thing for me or the worst thing.
Explain.
If someone just totaled the motherfucker, then I could get a check and I could buy another piece of shit and pocket the money and, I don't know, do something cool with it. But if I get hit and break my neck and then they're like, well, here's the deal. The light was yellow. And I'm like, okay, well.
Yeah, do you have health insurance?
Yeah, dude.
It flipped because there was a while you didn't have health
I
insurance.
didn't
Now
for a long
don't have
time.
health
Well, I
insurance.
didn't for a long time, and then I had to go to the emergency room, and then they charged me $1,000, and I was like, well, I better get on Obamacare.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And it'll happen
It's
to you.
crazy. I
It'll
know.
happen to you.
I know. It'll
It
ruin
will.
me.
It'll
will.
fuck you up.
Mhm.
And I got lucky because I got charged the bare minimum because my shit was stupid.
Yeah.
But you can get burned, especially with all these fucking animals driving around, dude.
I know.
I feel like every day I'm going to get killed by someone driving. I feel that people are driving like animals. Anyway, here, you know.
I mean, it's crazy. There was a while where I was not going to be insured for a month, and I was very concerned. This is how weird life is. I was
Dude,
so concerned.
For a month.
For a month, and now
I
it's
went like 3 years where I was like, I
Yeah.
probably shouldn't hike at that trail. It's pretty steep.
That's the thing was, and then I was so worried about it, and now I'm not insured, and I'm going surfing, I'm riding my skateboard. I'm just not thinking about it. I was so concerned, and now I'm like,
Yeah. Well, you know, get that health insurance, and then here's the thing: when you know that the place you have to go is urgent care, if something happens to you,
Quest Diagnostics.
you start your perspective starts changing a little bit, and you're like, okay,
yeah.
how many times am I gonna go pay someone $100 to give me a bandage that they got from Walgreens?
Right.
You know.
Yeah, all you want is a little. You just need like
Just need a little
bit of.
get that dude.
Yeah.
Obamacare has like stupid plans that are basically like $115 a month if you get hit by a metro driver who's vaping.
That's what I
They'll
want.
cover you. That's it. That's what you need. You need. That's all it is.
I wanna
Basically, they'll pay. Like when you get hit by a truck, they'll pay for the funeral.
I want to get clipped by a bus, but barely, and then live off some settlement from the city for eternity. That's how big of a piece of shit I am.
No,
That's my
I've
dream
thought
life.
of I've thought of this too. And you think about it, and I'm like, does that make me a piece of shit? And you're like, well, no, because I mean, this is a loophole that was meant to be taken. Like, listen, if they're gonna, if I hate city buses, dude, I don't like them. If I were to,
It's a shitty
if I
thing
could, if I could get hit by like a street sweeper truck, maybe.
If your dream is to collect disability for life and not have a disability, you're a piece of fucking shit, dude.
I mean, I don't think anyone would actually go through with it, but we all have those fantasies. We all have fantasies where we're just...
I think it's just us, man.
No, I really don't think it is. I really don't think it is.
Oh, man.
Sweet comment we just got. Love it. I'm not deleting any of the comments, so...
Is it a bot?
Something like that. What's up? Welcome to the channel. If you're watching,
Wow.
we're live on Saturday night. We're gonna do we are doing live shows every week now. That's the pod. If you're not hip to it, live every week.
That's what it is, because we just got sick of talking to each other. Now it's like, let's get a different energy. This is like a throuple. It's like a third party. Like, we're looking for a unicorn to join our like sex dynamic.
Yeah.
You know? That's what it is. This is basically us on Bumble as a couple.
Is that more or less what it is? Selling our personality for anyone who's interested. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, I can do that. Well, anyway, so you didn't really catch me up. I think we went about 40-minute wrong turn there.
Well,
But you haven't really been telling me about your new place other than this apparent string of missing young girls in your neighborhood.
It's not. I mean, it's quiet. I just have a heart. It's like I just need to work on my Spanish. That's really what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got a haircut the other day, and I had to, like, nobody.
Yeah, you do look a little fresh.
Yeah, I got freshened up. But I couldn't communicate with anyone. I had to speak Spanish, and I got food the other day. Had to speak Spanish.
Where'd you go to eat?
Street tacos. I went to like a barbecue, like a chicken, like their barbecue.
Yeah, but like at the end of the day, sometimes you just meet, lengua, carne.
Yeah,
Like, you can make it through.
No, I can get a haircut and I can order chicken, but it's something now where it's like, I'll be honest, it's crazy to me because it is I've lived in pretty eclectic neighborhoods, but now You're
at the United
I'm
Nations,
a sore
dude.
thumb. No, I'm not. I'm in Mexico.
Yeah.
It's seriously, it's like it is. If people see me and they're like, it's strange that I'm there.
Do you feel self-conscious about that?
A little bit, and I never thought I ever would, but it's just something where it's like I feel a little out of place.
It's kind of like that fine line you walk sometimes of like the neighborhood you decide to live in, you know? It's like nowadays it's like you're either gentrifying the neighborhood or you're a sore thumb or you're like, I don't know where. Can I just live at a Holiday Inn by the airport?
You can do
Can
that.
I just do that?
No one's stopping you, man.
That no one cares about what neighborhood that is. That's just airport. They have their own neighborhood city council, but it's by the airport, so no one cares.
Yeah, I don't know. Wait, city council. Sorry, I was reading a comment. What was it?
I don't know. I mean, listen, I could live at the Holiday Inn by the airport. That's fine. Well, I don't know who's in the comments right now, but it's great. Enjoy it. I love a custom avatar picture right now, which is always great.
I had to take it on the chin. There's like full on.
Yeah, there was more. There was more going on.
Yeah,
There's
we
a guy
missed it.
describing getting shit on while he's eating out his girlfriend from behind, which is.
You think it's a true story?
I mean, I'm sure that's happened.
I feel like if that happened and to us, she would be mortified if I ever told her. Like,
You want to hear a story?
Uh-oh.
I have a friend who I guess met some. This is back before dating apps necessarily. Met this girl, whatever. Went back to her place, and I guess they're doing whatever on the couch, whatever. Moves to the bedroom, and they're making out of the bed, whatever. He notices that underneath, like, her duvet comforter, it's like plastic, like lined bed. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Kind of like furniture. You have plastic on furniture for like old people. He's like, whatever. So they just keep, making out, whatever, hooking up. I guess at a certain point, they get to the point where they're fully undressed, and this is a dirty, raunchy story. So I gotta I'm giving you a forewarning right now. I guess this girl, takes off her pants and reveals that she's had like a plug in the whole time, and she's like, hey, she's into things of the butt variety. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
And he's like, let me go to the bathroom real quick. And he goes and he comes back, and she had pulled the thing out, the plug out, and was just shitting on the bed. And he's like, oh boy, what do I do now? How do I gracefully tell this woman that I am in fact not into shit and butts, playing around with my penis? So so this guy is like, he's like, I just left. He just left. He was just like, I'm sorry, I'm not into it. And she just didn't say anything, and he just left. And then that was the story. I know I flubbed there and made it sound like that was my story. I promise it's not. I'm not that cool. But a friend of mine, yeah, I feel bad for someone who's into that, because how do you tell someone? You more or less just have to meet some other kind of depraved soul on Reddit and finagle some kind of meetup.
It's such a bold move to, when a guy comes out of the bathroom, be shitting and then be sitting in your own shit, that it cannot be the first time. So it can't be like, wow, that guy broke my heart by leaving.
If you think that shit's crazy, I think people are freakier than most people give them credit for.
That's scat
you would
stuff.
see this.
I'm like,
I know, but you would probably. I don't know what this girl looked like. I only heard this secondhand, but you'd probably see her. And here's the thing: what person would you look at and then assume like, yeah, I bet they like shitting all over their own bed in front of people?
I've seen a few.
Yeah,
I've seen a few where I'd make that assumption.
Yeah, that's fair actually.
Mm-hmm. They're
That's
out
fair.
there.
Hey,
But it is
not
also
my
like.
realm.
It is a thing, though, if you're a girl and that's what you're into and you just put it out there and be like, look, if you can't get into this and you can't get into it
If you
immediately.
can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me when I'm shitting in your apartment.
Put it out there. You're
Yeah,
like, this is me.
right? I mean, you have to. If that's what makes you happy, I mean, what are you going to do? Live in denial of that pleasure your whole life? At a certain point, you got to get out there.
You fall in
Do
love
it.
and then you reveal that? No. No way.
Listen, what are you going to do?
Absolutely not.
She,
Dude, this guy, wait.
I don't give this any love. I'm not,
Okay, Oxone
Yeah.
is a virgin, for sure.
yeah, well, he's just a troll, dude. I mean, well, actually, there are no trolls. It's just, the internet's fully wide open. You can kind of just be whoever you want, What am I going to do?
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of like when the Rolling Stones had a problem with the Hell's Angels coming to their shows, and they're like, we're
look
not
at
the
me
cops.
like I'm a rock and roll historian, like you. Like
I
you
am a rock and
remember.
roll historian. Someone asked me a piece of rock and roll trivia. I know things. I've read Wikipedia pages. The Rolling Stones had a problem with Hell's Angels coming to their shows for the longest time, and they were basically like, "What do you want us to do? We're not the cops. Am I going to tell these guys that they can't come here? What would that be like? What would that be like?"
It's like Chris Christie going to Bruce Springsteen shows. Apparently, he's like the biggest Bruce Springsteen fan.
Oh, Chris, that checks out.
And
Chris Christie, by all his faults, is New Jersey. Like, that is the state, is that man. He's kind of corrupt. You enjoy listening to him talk. He's a good speaker. He's good at telling stories. He may or may not be evil. He's definitely shady and involved in gambling, and he's fat as shit. Like, it's like through all of Chris Christie's trials and tribulations, he never got recalled because no one in New Jersey could be like, we can't back this guy, because the state collectively is like, yeah, I mean, he's the man for the job.
I don't know anything, man.
Yeah,
we got a trivia question for you.
What city was the Who concert tragedy? That was actually Cincinnati, my hometown.
Was it really?
Yes, it was.
Wow.
It was at Riverfront Stadium, which is now US Bank Arena, where people go watch minor league hockey for $1 beer night. But yeah, it was in Cincinnati. Was the Who
Dang,
tragedy.
you good, dude?
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like a trick question because I'm from Cincinnati. You know
got
what I
an
mean?
Easy one. You got lucky.
That was a
You
lob
got-
ball, but yeah, it was Cincinnati. So I mean,
What a
well, people rushed that. My dad was supposed to go to that show and didn't. But I mean,
Could've
not
died.
many people did. It was a thing where like people outside thought that the Who were starting to play before they actually were. They misheard a sound check, so people started bum rushing the doors, and several people died.
No one's stupider than a group of people, man.
Yeah.
No one's stupider than all of us put together. I would do some shit like that. I know I would. Oh no.
A shooting. I just see someone in the comments. A shooting. I'm like, yeah, probably.
A shooting question
I
mark?
just-
Zach perks up.
a shit. I don't know. I don't enjoy.
It is crazy. People, man, I watched there's some crazy footage on YouTube. Like, there's this footage of
yeah?
like I don't even want to go down this road, but you ever watch like a video on YouTube and it looks like someone would die, but you're like, well, they can't put that on YouTube. So certainly no one died. And then they're
I've
like,
often had this thought, and I've actually think the opposite. I wonder how many of these fail videos that I watch ended with like a closed casket funeral for a kid named Bryce.
yeah,
You know what
they-
I mean?
they
How many
did.
of these videos am I watching a guy ride a bike off a roof, and then he like fucking bails hard on concrete, and then the video just cuts off, and you're like, bet he lived. I
Yeah.
hope he did. You just tell yourself inside, you're like, yeah, he's fine. They wouldn't put it on YouTube if he died. But hey, guess what?
I'm on Live League.
YouTube really doesn't give a fuck. Hey, listen, if you use a Bruno Mars song in your video, YouTube will take you to court. But if you post a clip of some guy getting domed in the street, you're probably good for 2 to 3 weeks.
Well, not us. We got shut down.
We did get shut down, but that's because we were stealing someone else's violent content.
That's true.
We got flagged for violent content during a live because we were watching videos of people fighting in Chuck E. Cheese, which is what I enjoy doing.
Speaking of YMH, did you watch that video of the guy getting caught in? I don't even know what it was. I don't even remember what it was. It was like a meat grinder or something, and he gets like it's like something that spins.
Are you asking me if I saw the video of where a guy got stuck in a meat grinder? No, I didn't. I didn't watch
I
a guy
know.
die. It was on your mom's house. They're showing people dying now in your mom's house.
Oh yeah, dude, they've been showing motherfuckers dying. But I
No,
came out
no,
back holier than
no. Not like, oh, maybe they died, maybe they didn't. You
Yeah.
don't fall into a meat grinder.
Oh no, this is like I don't. You know what? Let's change the subject because I'm thinking.
There
about
you
it.
go.
I don't
Fair
want
enough.
to.
Well, we do have to wrap soon. You know, people are saying go to Hood Site. I haven't been to
Yeah,
Hood Site in
yeah,
a
this
minute. I used to
is-
fuck around on Hood Site.
I'll watch like a girl fight. Like a girl fight's all fun.
I don't know. Girl fights can get fucking ridiculous. Sometimes girl fights
that's what
get. Sometimes I'm like, why are you guys trying to dig your nails into her skin and rip her hair out? Just punch her
They
in the
always
mouth.
go through the hair.
Like guys are just like, I'll literally punch you in your face until your brain stops working.
they just fight different, dude.
They really do. It's
They
very
really do.
strange. I
Yeah.
often think about if I would have to back up my girl in a fight, and I don't know what I would do.
Cheer her on. You don't touch a woman. You just let them go.
Yeah, I just kind of
Yeah.
have to step back and be like, listen,
Yeah.
this was your. One time I was at a baseball game with my sister. My sister like ran behind these 2 chicks who were like taking some dumb photo, and my sister, we were just walking by. My sister like ran behind them and like photo bombed them. It's funny.
Mhm.
This chick lost her shit. She was like, "Are you fucking serious, bitch? You want to come over here and fuck with our photo?" This chick was white, by the way. I want this accent to be clear out the get-go. Some white trash chick. She's like, you fuck with my photo, bitch? Fuck you. And my sister's like, "Whoa, She's like, I'm sorry, I was just running behind it. She's like, get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, okay. Bitch, it's dog night at Great American Ballpark. Everyone's got their dogs here. The energy's good. Why don't you chill the fuck out, okay? She just walk behind your photo.
You got involved?
Yeah, I got
Oh,
involved.
you did? You said this?
I'm not gonna let some chick, run up on my sister like that. Fuck that,
I
dude.
respect. That's cool.
So I got involved. And they walked off because they didn't want the smoke.
That's what you look like the type of guy that would hit a woman.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
That's what it
I like
is.
that I give off. What gives that off? Is it the full black regalia or the short haircut?
I don't know. I mean, I think if you just like go up, it's like if there's like 2 women fighting and you get involved, if someone steps in and it's 2 women fighting, they'll be like, that guy, he might hit me.
Yeah, is that the energy I carry? Well, hey, it worked
No,
in
that's
that
why it's
scenario.
cool that you stood up for your sister, though. No, I think it's respectable.
Do what you can, Guys, it's been real. We surely have to end this and move on. Thank you for listening to the Nobody's
was a lot of
Listening
fun.
Live. We're going to go down the hill and go to Barney's because I haven't eaten in 14 hours, roughly.
Really?
Yeah, roughly.
Not bad.
So we're going to get some wings. I appreciate you listening. If
Yep.
you're new to the channel, subscribe. Please subscribe. So YouTube has to start YouTube has to start getting the message that people do actively want to engage with this. They have to. They're at this point. They're like, you guys basically, we don't know who to feed you to. We feed you to
Later.
anime highlight
See how I am.
reels. You know. What do we do with that? So subscribe to the page. We'll be back every week.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. I'm gonna hit
Stacey just
finish
showed
now, and it takes more or less 60 seconds to end a broadcast. You know, but.